All right, guys, we're gonna do another break that we actually skipped museum collection, which I'm sad about. But I'm just not selling the breaks out as fast as I'd like to on the website. And museum collection was kind of expensive, so I wanted to make sure that I'm able to fill the breaks that I do. So every once in a while, I'll skip one. With that in mind, I was going to do a mail day, but I don't think I'm going to have time today because we have a break. So let's set that aside. And I also have, for those who are waiting, it has not escaped me that I haven't done. We surpassed 100 subscribers on YouTube, and I haven't done the YouTube subscriber contest. I still have tons of packs here to give away, so I will do that. I was going to try and do that today as well, but just time didn't allow for it, so that'll probably happen tomorrow around the same time, or maybe around 5 o'clock tomorrow, something like that. Hey, Ron, how you doing? So right now we're going to break 2 boxes of Stadium Club. These are my 2 personal boxes. And then we have a case here, and I got another case that I've already opened because we have people committed so far. Some of the people are committed to teams for a half case of Stadium Club and a quarter case of Stadium Club. This one we're going to break tonight, and the half and quarter breaks are going to happen as soon as they fill. So I would like to say, kind of put out a plea. I know some people are in those breaks and they've already paid, and I hate to make them wait, so I'm kind of, at this point, begging a little bit to hopefully fill those spots for those people. It's not really for me because I don't need the money to come in necessarily, and I have the shelf space. But I do want to fill those breaks because I feel bad making people wait around. But anyway, we're going to get into these in a second. Before we do that, we'll do this quick one. This is a David Adams Card World bonus that came in. Let's see if I can move the camera up a little bit. All right. So it's Walking Dead autograph collection. I have a few of these coming actually with some of my case orders, so I figure we'll open this up and see what auto we get. Maybe it'll be something good. Depending on what it is, my wife might want to keep it. She watched this show a lot. I didn't really. So, let's see. Well, not a whole lot of suspense. It is Spencer Monroe. So that's what they look like. It's one encased. Has a little sticker on the top. One encased autograph. And this one's a variation number to 50. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, Austin Nichols as Spencer Monroe. Like I said, I don't really watch Walking Dead. I know a few of the characters just from my wife watching it, but I don't know how good that character is, but I didn't know that, Carrie. That's kind of cool. I didn't see you sneak in either. There are a few people watching. Anyway, so that's that. We'll set that aside. We'll have a few more of those coming, so I'll do one before some of these personal box breaks. Ron, we'll get that half break filled up. I'm trying to get. We've got for those watching, we've got Leaf Bats. We've got Stadium Club half box, or half case rather. Stadium Club quarter case. So quarter case is 4 boxes. Half case is 8. Those are on the website, Card-Warehouse, that you see at the URL at the top. And so we're trying to fill those up. And I'll tell you what, I'm probably not making any profit on it, honestly, on Stadium Club so far. I think I'm losing money. So I'm not trying to sell those for the profit. I'm just trying to get those breaks full so we can open them up. Anyway, so there's one of these in each box. It's an oversized box loader. And I should go over, let me show this first and then I'll go over the rest of it. So this is Bryce Harper. That is not a variation. I actually wrote down my variation cheat sheet here. Or the photo variation. So there is a Bryce Harper, but it's him kind of celebrating in a yell. And this is not that. It's a great photo, though. This is what Stadium Club is known for. I have not bought I don't. I would have to look, Carrie. Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I have not bought. I'll do that in a second. Any Stadium Club in a long time, like new. I've bought some Stadium Club cards of Nolan Ryan, but anyway. So these Stadium Clubs will have variations like red foil and black foil, and black foil is kind of hard to notice, but there's a whole lot of variations. But that's what the back of that card looks like. Sorry, this is kind of close up. And I do have 5x7 top loaders from Ultra Pro. So we'll get all these in top loaders. I don't have enough for everyone, so mine's going to sit out for right now. But the ones from tonight's break and the other half case breaks and everything like that, I bought some more. They should be here Monday, so I'll have some for the rest of the breaks, so we're not going without. Anyway, so there are 2 on-card autos per box. There are 16 packs and 8 cards per pack, and there are 16 boxes in a case. So that's kind of the makeup of these. The odds of getting some decent cards are pretty good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 one-of-ones. Not including, I think, some extra one-of-ones that are autos. Not in every box, but in total. Lots of good variations. Red foil, black and white, rainbow foil board. First day issue. We're looking per box for 1 chrome. I actually took notes this time, guys. 1 chrome, 1 beam team. And I think that's all I noted down that were per box on average, not guaranteed. But let's dive into this. We've got the full break is going at 7. So I want to take my time with these tonight. And I already posted, I'll show it here as well. I think it's on the back of the box. The no purchase necessary. Is it on the back? Yeah, it is. Right there. So I don't know if you can see it, but the no purchase necessary information. Oh, hold on a second. Let's do one thing. I'm gonna make chat go away for 1 sec so you can screenshot this if you want. Okay, so there's the MPN info. I already put it on Twitter, but if you want to screenshot it here as well, there you go. And let me bring back chat. Okay. So I love when I find those, whether it's someone doing it on purpose or it's on accident, that they just happen to show the MPN info. But anyway, there's a lot of these cards that are horizontal photos. That's basically what they look like. They're borderless, full photo, and there's a lot of really great photos in these. See if we can trick the camera into focusing today. We'll try with another card. Anyway, the base cards are just, there's a little bit of a blue coming off it. That's the light from the camera. But otherwise, they're just silver with the logo at the top and the title at the bottom. Here's some horizontal. Joey Gallo. There's McCutcheon. The photo variations, there's looks like about 20. Mookie Betts, Max Scherzer, Benintendi, Frank Thomas, Correa, Bregman, Ohtani, Verlander, Sale, Andujar, Reggie Jackson, Ricky Henderson, Big Mac, Mariano Rivera, Koufax, Judge, Griffey Jr., and Harper. Those are the variations I know about. Now, so here is the red foil variant of that. It's kind of hard to see if the camera doesn't focus in, but all right, well, we'll get it to focus on one of the photos at some point. Anyway, they're just great photos. You can kind of tell even though it's a little blurry. What's your question? Pass it promo. There's Eloy's rookie. It's nice to pull. Lewis Brinson. There's a guy I don't even know. I don't think I've seen that name before in the other stuff I've been opening. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, but so I won't focus in on every single card. We have 2 boxes to get through, but I do want to show any of the variations. So there's Frank Thomas's base. His variation is going to be him holding some baseball bats. I don't know, that's the notes I have anyway. But that's the base Frank Thomas. That's what that looks like. I do dislike when they flip the cards upside down throughout the pack. So here's one of the other... actually, I want to set that red one aside. Where'd that go? There we go. So here's one of the... I think there's probably about 2 to a box power zones. I don't think I looked up the odds on the power zones, but it's just a slightly different design. Kyle Schwarber. It says power zone at the top. So that's what that looks like. And then you've got some of the old veterans and players from way back, and then some of the newer guys. Pass it promo. Did you have a full question? Are you still in the room? So there's Ricky Henderson's base. And for example, also he's got a variation where he's also kind of in an action shot, not kind of totally in an action shot, but he's on the ground. There's Ohtani's base. His variations on a podium. Ty Cobb. I love some of the older ones because it's not you don't have the same cards you have in some of the other sets where it's like the old black and white photo or drawing or whatever. These are colored up and they look great. So this one is a case hit, if I'm not mistaken. I think I wrote this down as a case hit. Yep. Yeah, we'll be looking for this in the case. So this came out of one of my personal boxes, which did not come out of either of the 2 cases. So there should be, unless we're really unlucky, there should be one of these in each of the cases as well. But I got one in my personal box. You can't see it, but it says, the little circle stamp there says members only. This is really horrible at focusing, I'll tell you. Alright. So, someone remind me to buy a new camera. Barry Larkin. That's a cool action shot, too. It's hard to not look at all these. One thing that I did want to look for, I can't see it on this card at all, and I haven't looked on others. I'll look on a couple others that are coming up, is I saw someone else break open a box yesterday. He got an early box, and you see these with some of the glossier cards. Oh, all I had to do was start talking about it. This is not what he saw. This is much worse. But he saw the faint machining streaks down the card. This one has a big old scratch on Thor's card. It's a giant scratch, tops. Anyway. So there might be some streaking on cards, although I'm not seeing it on any of these so far. This one's also a favorite of mine. I saw this one earlier. This Warren Spahn. That's awesome. And here's a black variation, so I guess they're not that hard to see. There's Kevin Kramer's rookie black variation. It's just black foil. Old Sandy Koufax. Juan Soto. That's does he have? He doesn't have a variation. Who am I thinking of with the tower behind him? That's Judge. Aaron Judge has a tower behind him. Giancarlo, Bowers, Lou Gehrig. Again, I love the old photos. I might just try and put together a set of the old guys out of this. There's another Power Zone. This one's Ken Griffey, or sorry, Cal Ripken. Ken Griffey. I don't know where I got that from. Ripken Jr. Power Zone. Honus Wagner. It's a nice old Darryl Strawberry. Like I usually say, I primarily collect Nolan Ryan. So if there's something that comes out of this, like that that members only, who was that? Estadio. So if you collect Twins or Estadio, you want that members only, let me know. We'll work out a trade or we'll figure it out. There's McGuire waving. That must be his base card because he's carrying an award in his variation. Dennis Eckersley. Lots of veterans in here. That Johnny Bench, another great one. Another great card. Love that. And then here is one of the, is this a box hit? Or I think there's a box hit. Yeah, the Beam Team box hit of Yadi Molina. See if I can fix the lighting a little. I moved my lighting and now it's just off a bit. Anyway, Beam Team Yadi. Back kind of looks like that. Looks exactly like that, actually. Robin Yount. If you're in the, if you try to enter the YouTube contest by subscribing, and I feel like there's something in there. There's the Chrome. And you didn't leave a comment. One of the requirements of the original contest was to also leave a comment on the contest video. I noticed only a few people did that, like a handful of people. So I'll probably try to do something a little extra for any of those people, and still let everyone else in the contest, because I think I've mentioned the contest several times and not said that requirement. So it's not really fair either way if I don't do something a little extra. Anyway, there's a Pete Alonso. Nice red variation rookie of Alonso. That's cool. And then there's a Chrome. So as you might expect with Chrome, it's just a Chrome finish. A little shinier. And it's got a little kind of a stippled design. You can kind of see it in the purple there. Anyway, that's what the Chrome looks like. The back's a lot different. And then the Chrome actually has Chrome in the logo. I'll have to turn it sideways to get it that close. Oh, this camera's killing me today. Hopefully the camera will behave a little bit more to Rhys Hoskins for the full break and then the upcoming breaks. As planned, this one's going a little bit slower. Here's Gleyber Torres. I think that one has a variation too. Pretty sure I'll, since I study them, I'll catch the variations. That is awesome. That Trevor Richards card. That feels like it should be a variation, even though it's not. Little triple action, like 3-frame action shot. Composite. Old George Brett. There's Pools. There's another black variation, black foil. Ronald Odor for the Rangers. Will Myers. There's an upside down card. Andrelton Simmons. For anyone just checking in, this is not the full case break. This is my personal boxes. I bought as always, I bought a couple boxes. This time I bought 2 boxes because I really like Stadium Club and it's been a long time. So I bought a couple boxes for myself to go through, with the plan of going through them a little bit slower than I will on the break, so that we can all take a little bit of time to appreciate them. We got an auto, but let's look at that Chris Archer red foil. So we've hit a few red foils, a couple of black foils so far. We'll go through these real quick so I can set them down. And then there's our first auto, Miles Mikolas for St. Louis. I'm gonna move this light again. Let's see if I can do that. Maybe I'll get a whole bunch of glare off the card. Hopefully not. Who wants to watch me for 5 minutes try and get my camera to focus? Anyway, Miles Mikolas auto. Set that aside. So out of this box, we've got 7 packs left out of the 16, and 1 auto left. Yeah, Ron, there's the full case break is from eBay. Right now, because the site doesn't have quite enough traffic, and if you guys want to retweet the URL to the site when I tweet about it, be super helpful. But because it doesn't have enough traffic right now, I'm still kind of forced to work through eBay for some of the full cases. So I'm kind of doing a split right now where I have I guess our other auto is going to be a redemption. I'm doing a split right now where I'll do a full case on eBay, and then I split up this second case to do like half case break, maybe a quarter case break. It depends on what, how many boxes are in it and everything. It's a nice Ozzie Smith. He's doing a flip. I wasn't really looking at the photo for a second there. Anyway, here's the redemption. Scooter Gennett. That's a base auto. I was hoping if it was a redemption, it would at least be like I don't know, something more than just a base, but that's all right. I got another box with a couple of autos in it. There is one team potentially left. I'm looking at my phone. Yeah, so as far as currently with 39 minutes left until the full case break, there is a team left still, because the person who bid on the Blue Jays, I seriously doubt is going to pay for the Blue Jays. And I only say that because that person has 1 feedback and has not responded to the invoice or my message reminding them that that it needs to be paid by 7 o'clock. So, and the account was created, there's a nice Babe Ruth. The account was created last week, so I think it's another one of those accounts. There's Byron Buxton Warp Speed. The Warp Speed are, they actually called it Warp Zone on Beckett's guide, but they all say Warp Speed. And the numbering is WS, so I'm going with Warp Speed. These are, I don't know how many per box. There might be a couple per box of those. Anyway, the person who bought the Blue Jays, their high bid was 76 something plus shipping, but if they don't come through, I'll give it to someone else for 75 flat, shipping included. Big Poppy. Lots of horizontal cards. I did hear someone say they didn't like that. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I definitely understand the reasoning why. The horizontal cards, most of the photos you're going to come across, really good photos, are going to be horizontal anyway. So there's a Mookie Betts Warp Speed. So looks like a couple of those in this box so far. So I get why they would have a ton of the horizontal. I actually kind of like the horizontal autograph, though. I'm not hating that at all, really. Willie Calhoun for the Rangers. Nice Hawk, Willie. Red foil. Derek Jeter. Carpenter. Rique. Doing all right on time. I don't really intend to take a full hour to go through both boxes. I'm going to go a little faster through the second box. There's a nice Aaron Judge. I like that. The other one, this is a really nice card, but the variation has what looks like maybe the CN Tower behind him. So maybe they were in Toronto. Justin Upton. Like all the cards are nice. All the photos are nice, but some are better looking than others to me. And the variations sometimes are better, sometimes not exactly. There's a Ronnie Acuna Jr. Severino with a hat tip. There's an Emperor Zones Max Scherzer. And those are the Emperor Zones. Those are box hit. Oh, no, these aren't. I don't think these are box hit. Anyway. So all of these also have variations, and I need to check for these. They have red, black, orange, and gold rainbow variations. Like the gold rainbow, for example, are 1 of 1. These warp speed, these are just base. I think they'll be numbered. Yeah, so red won't be numbered. Black are to 99, orange to 50, gold rainbow are 1 of 1s. Bellinger, Stewart, Cruz, Jim Palmer red. That's cool. I'm sure there's someone who collects Jim Palmer who will appreciate that for their personal collection. Last pack of this box, and then we'll just switch through the second box real quick. There are some variations that are... So there's a rainbow foil board that is to 25. If we come across one of those, you'll be able to see it. It looks like a refractor, I think, if I remember correctly. There's another Emperor Zone. So we had 2 in that box. Masahiro Tanaka for that one. Bo Jackson, relaxing. Jackie Bradley Jr. Anyway. So that's box 1. Go through box 2, and then shortly after that, we're going to have full case break to get through. Too much stuff on my table here. I kind of cleared it off. It's not enough. I like doing breaks on Wednesdays. Well, A, because that's release day for a lot of stuff. And B, because tomorrow is recycling day for me. So here's the box topper for anyone who missed it in the first box. Now, the video I saw, the guy had mentioned how the box topper was pretty beaten up. This one's not too bad. You can see a little bit of edge imperfection, I guess is how I would say it. I wouldn't call it beaten up. This is Ozzy Albies. These are about, I think these are 5x7. They look like they would, it's more like 4.5 by 6 or something, but they're pretty close to 5x7s. So in the break, we'll put those in 5x7 sleeves. Excuse me while I look at my phone and make sure I didn't have anything come through. Just making sure I don't have a payment come through for that final team for the Blue Jays. Not that I would entirely mind keeping the Blue Jays, but I got 2 boxes here myself, so that looks like a gold chrome. What variations do we have? Yeah, we have gold minted, which are not numbered. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, I mean, of all the teams, Blue Jays aren't too bad to keep, but you know, I have to pay for the cases too, and so I would always prefer to get my money back on the cases and just work with my personal boxes for keepers. But anyway, there's Christian Yelich, red. And then we have Nolan Arenado for the Rockies. This is what the gold minted looks like. It is absolutely and undeniably gold. Really hard to miss or to mistake for another card. Anyway, like I said, they're not numbered, so the back looks like the minted. It's a pretty cool card. To find my Nolan Arenado collectors. I think I have a case hit Nolan Arenado that I think I need to have make its way to someone who personally collects them or collects him. For those who joined, just to repeat, this is my personal boxes. This is not any of the case breaks that we're doing, so don't be alarmed that you missed anything. This is just my personal box to give an example of what the cards look like. There's a Power Zone Griffey Jr. before I said Griffey, and it was Cal Ripken. But there's the Power Zone Griffey Jr. for the Mariners. And then here's a Matt Kemp. Again, you'd think this is a variation. This is a base card. Lots of really, really great photos in this set. It's 301 cards. For whatever reason, I think it was Vladdy came in as 301. Maybe it was a last minute contract thing or something, but 300 cards in the base set. It's Ortiz again. There's a Jeter. Forget who we had for the first Beam team, but there's a Jeter Beam team. So whether you're watching this live or for those of you who are going to catch this video later, just a reminder, we do have stuff on eBay. The URL is at the top left of the screen. It's ebay.com/STR, which is short for store, /CW Breaks. But if there are some things that are on eBay that are also cheaper on the website because we don't have to pay eBay fees on the website. So check out the website. The URL is at the top, card-warehouse.com. Fremel Reyes, red variation, red foil. And quite often on Twitter or elsewhere, maybe on Facebook, I will be handing out coupons for discounts on the website to kind of get more people going to the website. I'm still working on the traffic, so as I give out those coupons, take advantage of them, get 10% off. I see all day long people are getting in $18 bat break spot for $1.80 off, so they're paying $16.20 instead. Maurice McGuire for the Blue Jays, black foil variation. Al Kaline from home. So watch for the coupon codes, take advantage of that stuff. I frequently offer coupons to people who got into the eBay breaks as well, just as a thank you for being part of a full case break. And to help also, to be honest, to help convert them over to the website, because I want to bring some of that eBay traffic to the website. There's our first auto. We'll get to that in a second. Andrelton Simmons, red variation. There's another horizontal auto. So out of the last box, I got one redemption. And what is that? That's not the variation Mookie Betts. So this is what the base Mookie Betts looks like. Still a good card, but that's the base. The variation, photo variation, has him in a golf cart. Anyway, I got one redemption and one horizontal auto like this out of the last box, and this is the first auto out of this box, Dennis Santana for LA. Some of the autos are numbered, but I think they're going to be numbered. I think it'll be obvious. The numbering or the fact that it's numbered will be obvious. Like it'll be a red foil or black foil or whatever. So you'll be able to tell on the back of it. You'll be able to tell on the front of it, I mean, before you flip it over. Anyway, let's get through the rest of these. And if I have time, maybe I'll do my mail day video right afterwards. So, Power Zone, Todd Helton, Don Mattingly, Fisk. Right now, I'm not really looking at every card for variations. These are my personal ones. I can catch those later. And to be honest, we're probably going to miss 1 or 2 black foil variations. We might miss 1 or 2 photo variations along the way in the case break. So Will Myers red. And there's the box hit chrome. Charlie Blackmon for the Rockies. Merrifield, Rod Carew. That's a great Rod Carew photo. I don't think there's really, I haven't come across an unflattering photo yet in these. All the photos look great. They're even the action shots, a lot of times they're smiling. Bryce Wilson, Upton, Jansen, Rodon black foil. So look at that action shot. He's having fun. Smiling the whole time. About 5 this in my hand plus 5 more packs in my 2 personal boxes, and then if I have time I'll do a quick mail day video and then we'll get into the actual break. There's a Billy Hamilton warp speed. The other warp speeds had a little bit more color to them, but I don't know if they were supposed to be a variation or not. It's kind of hard to tell. Altuve, Swanson. See a couple more people joined. Welcome. We're just breaking my personal stuff, and then we'll get into the case break with the full case break that sold on eBay. That is going at 7 o'clock tonight. Nimmo, Rosario, Ahern. I don't think any of these guys have photo variations. Just Touki Toussaint in red. Steven Duggar, rookie. Cabrera with the tiger in the background. I should have flipped those over 10 minutes ago. Ozzy Albies in a slide. Aguilar. Kiermaier, Tellez. Reese Hoskins. Red. I don't think he had a photo variation. I don't remember. There's our second auto. We got a Reggie Jackson throwing and a Mel Ott. Reggie Jackson with batting would be the photo variation. But there's our second auto. It's rookie Daniel Ponce de Leon for the Cardinals. It's the second of 2 autos. This is the first auto out of the, well, like I said, I had one that was a redemption, 2 horizontal, and this is the first vertical autograph. Bryce Harper. So Harper has a, what is Harper's variation? Oh yeah, Harper's variation is him in a yell. There's the, oh sweet, that's a keeper for my personal collection. Emperors of the Zone, Nolan Ryan. Now I don't have to find and buy that on eBay. It's beautiful. That with my autos since I'm gonna top loader that. I put all of my Nolan Ryans in top loaders, unless it warrants a one-touch or something. Adalberto Mondesi getting drenched by the Royals. Andres Kimbrel. There's Eddie Murray red. There's our Vladdy. So is it Vladdy that was? Yeah, Vladdy's 301. So we got an Eloy, a Vladdy, and an Acuna out of the 2 boxes. Not bad. Rivera, Killebrew. What I read was that even though it's like an add-on at the end, the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is not a short print, is what I read. There's another one for my collection. Sweet. A lot of time that's mostly what I hope for. I mean, a good auto or something I could maybe sell, but I always, out of the baseball stuff, I always hope for an Nolan Ryan if it exists. So I got 2. There's a Warp Speed D. Gordon. See, this one's got a little color too, and it's green. And I don't think, let me see what, I don't know what variations these had, if they had variations. Maybe it was only Emperors of the Zone that had variations. Anyway, there's Warp Speed. Boyd, Ernie Banks with a bunch of bats. Great photo. And in the last pack, Didi, Hank Aaron, George Brett again, Pujols, I felt like I saw a different Albert Pujols a minute ago, but I must not have because I don't see any photo variations. Not on my list anyway. There's Trevor Bauer, Emperors of the Zone for Cleveland. The good news is, so sometimes you get Prism, and I love Prism, I'm not bagging on it, but sometimes you'll have, with a lot of the foil cards, you'll have that kind of flaky looking edge. But that's not the case with these. The worst that I'm seeing is that one that was scratched. Not seeing any machining on marks on these at all. They're in great shape. Or if a corner gets dinged in the pack. But so far they look great. Anyway, that's it for this this break of my personal boxes. We're going to do a quick mail day video because I think I can fit it in, and then we'll do a full case break at 7 o'clock. So watch for both of those videos. See you in a few.